my line of work, in the glass repair industry, we do a lot of work for several third-party companies, and what these companies essentially do is they provide commercial facilities management services to big box stores, stores such as Walmart, Sam's, Target, Five Below, Family Dollar, Family General, Easy Pond, and so on. Right, all these big name stores that we all know of. So these third-party companies, essentially, they all serve a similar purpose. They provide the big box stores with essential trade professionals when they need them, right? So when the big box stores have an issue that comes up at one of their facilities, for example, they place a work order to address the problem, and then the third-party company in turn sends out professionals that can mitigate this issue or assess the issue and provide a solution. So, access to these skilled professionals by simply submitting a work order reduces all the legwork involved in finding professionally skilled tradesmen to resolve a problem that a commercial location may be experiencing. Now, while this is a fantastic service that generates commercial facilities management services to a vast majority of big box stores nationwide, there are some aspects of the service that I've identified as subpar and are the reason for the birth of this business venture. Now, these challenges I've identified from past customer feedback and my communication with third-party service providers themselves, and they're what they are focused on are a lack of confidence from the customer or the big box store in the service provider themselves. They also mention communication obstacles that create inefficiency and an underwhelming quality of service provided by the subcontractors hired by the third party, right? So all these issues have been brought to my attention by interactions with customers complaining of past experiences, like I mentioned, with the previous subcontractors, and or the third-party company itself. This kind of, for me, it gave way to today's idea, in which I can combine the essence of a construction general contractor with that of a facilities management service provider. And so, by taking on the role of a general contractor, this facilities management service provider will be equipped with all the licensed skilled professionals required to service all scope of work on a commercial property. Now, you might ask, what would give this approach, what would make this approach attractive to the big box stores, right? Why would they choose this company over a typical third-party company? So the answer to that is efficiency, confidence, and quality. And so this is how this company's approach will effectively generate these attributes and create a clear distinction, separating itself from the rest of the service providers. So let's dive a little bit deeper into the main elements supporting this concept. They are, number one, creating and maintaining efficiency. Number two, confidence. For confidence, our name is on the line. And three, quality. Quality only masters of the trade. Right? So without further ado, let's get into the main course. So to start with, creating and maintaining efficiency. The downside I've identified through the numerous interactions I've had over the years with a vast number of these third-party companies is the entire process, the entire lengthy process that it takes to place a work order, or how long, not the length of submitting a work order, but the length that it takes from the beginning, from start to finish, how long the whole entire process takes, right? So it's this long process. For one, it's a long process. When the work order is submitted to, let's say, for example, a store is is having an issue. I deal in glass specifically, and so let's say one of their windows is broken. They got vandalized or something broke with during lawn service, for example. So they have a complaint. They have an issue going on. So they contact corporate. They contact their corporate office. Corporate office then determines whether they need the service or not. They need the service if the glass is broken. So they'll go proceed and contact the third party company that is responsible for taking care of these types of maintenance, right? So the third party company then contacts a subcontractor that they have on the list and try to determine if they're available to schedule a time for them to come out. So they go out. The third party, the subcontractor goes out and they assess the issue at the store. Then they bring what we do typically, we take our findings back to our home office. We relay the information to the dispatchers and the ones that are communicating with the third party company. So they generate a proposal, a quote for the service. The quote is emailed to the third party company. The third party company then evaluates the proposal, the quote, and they have to take on their fee. So then they submit their quote to corporate. Corporate then approves or denies the request, right? The request for the work order. Once they approve it, they'll send word back to the third party company, and then they send word back to us, and then now we schedule or order material for this particular job. After that, then we go out, service the store, come back, and submit an invoice for the completed work, and then we get paid months, sometimes several months out after the job is complete, 30, 60, 90 days out, right? So there's this entirely lengthy process that we can't really do anything about. That's just the way it works. That's just the way it works with all these different types of service providers that we deal with, and we deal with several because there's multiple that have the contracts for Target. There's multiple, a different one that has the contract for Walmart and Sam's. A different one that has the Easy Pond contract. And so there's all these facilities management companies, and they all operate very, very similar. I think the company that I work with right now, I've been working for them for 14 years. I've seen over dozens of facilities management companies come and go. They change names, they change some sort of structure, but essentially they all work the same way. So now, sometimes it takes weeks before an approval of a job. It takes weeks to sometimes acquire special materials, then to schedule the work, to build the work. It's just, like I said, it's just this lengthy process, and there's multiple channels of communication in the entire process. So the way our approach, how are we going to do it better? We're going to do it better by directly sending out our people as soon as the work comes through, as soon as the work order comes through. So this is going to save multiple layers of communication, right? Our company is taking the call, taking the work order, and our team of professionals within our same company is going to go out and do the assessment, and the communication that we have within our company is we're skipping all those layers of communication. So to give you an idea of how it works for me in a daily, if I go assess a job, I can call my office and tell them, hey, is this and that? How much money did they give us can we complete the work order with the money they gave us? If it's something simple, if it's an adjustment, something quick and easy to do. So with that, if it's not enough, they need to request an increase. So the office has to call the third party company and see if they can seek approval from them, and essentially they have to do the same thing with corporate if they needed to request an increase. There's multiple layers of communication, and so we're providing efficiency by being the company that's going to be able to make that decision and in that moment decide whether or not we can do this within the amount of money that we have for this type of job. And then even that, just going into the job before we even set foot on the premises, we're gonna know what the charge is gonna be. The owner, the customer is gonna have an idea of all, from all our past experience and knowledge that we have in the field. We're gonna be able to give them a ballpark range, and if they approve that price, then we can take action immediately while we're on the field. We don't have to worry about having to call our office, having them to contact the third party, having them contact corporate office, all and go through all the channels and hoops and hurdles that we have to jump through in a regular day basis. We're cutting out the middleman by doing so. And so by eliminating this multi-purpose, multi-process involved in the regular work order, it saves an immense amount of time. Again, bolstering the idea of efficiency. It also provides a quick response to the need, an assessment, to the fulfillment, and ensuring an overall experience is well beyond satisfactory and incomparable to the regularly expected turnaround times of a third party. So reimagining the communication necessary to facilitate service delivery in this way generates inconceivable efficiency, right? So now, in terms of confidence, our name is on the line again. This is generated because the company acts as one unit, not diverting any responsibility to any other entity. It puts its name on the line. Any other third-party company can easily pawn off a bad service call or a bad customer experience on a bad company, right? That they failed to vet before even sending them out. Our take: the customer does not have to worry. We receive the work order and are the ones coming out to carry out the work. We don't have the luxury of chalking it up to a bad company that came out or saying, oh, we will make sure to take them off our list and we'll send somebody better next time. No, we're not leaving it up to the next time. We know that every single time is our only shot to be the best and provide the best. We're not in the business of playing games. So because we are receiving the work order and facilitating the service with our in-house team, our name is on the line whenever we come out. When we say we will do something, we mean it, and we will ensure that our actions profess and instill this in our customers. Now, finally, to provide this level of quality of service, we only recruit masters of the trade. Only masters of the trade. So for quality, we only recruit masters of the trade. A third party uses a variety of subs for the scope of work they claim to provide, and this can be a wide range of scope that they offer. So the way they work is they I guess you could say, they try different subcontractors until they find the best, most efficient, the cheaper subs, and the ones they consider more reliable. But in doing so, in having to go through these tryouts, all right, they're seeking reliability, availability. Sometimes the cheaper ones, but the cheaper ones are typically never the best. They're never the best, and by looking for these opportunities that help save them money, or whatever's best for that company, they sacrifice quality. So now we only recruit from the best. We only recruit licensed tradesmen, licenses. They're going to be holding licenses in electricity and plumbing and HVAC, and any of the other scope of work, which is everything else. You're talking about drywall, paint. You're talking about waterproofing, glass repair. All of those, we're only going to be hiring the best of the best. So our recruitment requirements is going to be a rigorous process, rigorous vetting process, making sure that we only attract and acquire the best of the best. We're going to look for those that have a proven track record and years of experience. We're not gonna be hiring newbies. Just because somebody's licensed, but does not have the years behind them, that's not gonna qualify them. So we have a quality that we're seeking, and we're not going to settle for anything less than that. So these requirements are going to ensure that only the best of the best compose our teams and ensure the quality of service we provide to any customer in any situation is second to none. Okay, so to finalize this business venture proposal. The challenges I've identified over the years with third-party service providers were a lack of confidence in the provider itself, a lack of efficiency in various aspects of the experience, and unfortunately, the subpar quality of service provided. So to eliminate this underwhelming level of performance, our company addresses these issues like so. Number one, we create and maintain efficiency by eliminating the highly lengthy communication process involved in carrying out a work order common to the run-of-the-mill third party. We remove the middleman and act as a general contractor of facilities management services. We take the calls and do the calls. Number two, we instill confidence because we put our name on the line when we take a job. We're coming out to take care of the need. We don't sub out the work. Our in-house team of professionals takes care of it. Our name is on the line, and we can't just blame anyone else. Now, number three, we only recruit masters of the trade. Our teams cover the full scope of work needed in commercial facilities management services and possess the necessary licenses, knowledge, and experience to ensure our incomparable quality of service. Now, by combining the essence of a construction general contractor and a commercial facilities management service provider, the competition doesn't even exist. The facilities management service industry won't know what hit them. So now, I'd like to propose that you join me today on this venture as we make waves and take the facilities management world by storm. Thank you.